All right, hey folks, good morning. We're going to do some artwork today. Give me a second here to check my signal. I'm going to do some quick updates to post them up in Agnum. And then we'll get to work here for a while, maybe an hour and a half-ish. Checking my signal here real quick. I'll go through a quick intro here to keep people from being bored, but I do need to adjust my volume real quick to bring that down. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, mic check. Looks like that's probably a good volume. I seem to be skipping a little bit. Hold on. Are we good here? It seems like I'm stuck. Hold on. I don't know if I'm live or not. hopefully the signal will stabilize here in a few moments and we'll be able to just carry on. But Am I running? I don't honestly. I feel like I'm frozen. Okay, I think we're good. I'm still not hearing anything. I'm still getting skipping. I'm sorry for the rough start, folks. It's I'm just trying to get some sort of indication here that I'm active, and I'm just seeing a spinning wheel. So sort of indication here that okay, it looks like okay, there we go. Looks like I'm okay now. I don't need to hear my phone. I think so. All right, so that was weird. I've been having some connectivity issues here lately, which is a shame. All right, it looks like we're good to go. So, hey, we're going to do some artwork, and my name's Phil. I stream a lot, and normally it's not this clumsy. If you think today's cool, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications when we're live in the future. Here's a bunch of books that I've made for role-playing games, 5th edition. I'm a big Eberron enthusiast, so we're making an Eberron adventure. So it's called Crystals of Mabar, so for characters level 7 to 8. Here's the book cover we made around episode 40, and we're currently at episode 446. So that's going for us. We're making, these are a bunch of artifacts. If you've been around for a while, you know what's going on. Each of these artifacts is connected to a different plane on the in the world of Eberron. The Eye of Mabar is not listed here. That's what the adventure is focusing on, the Eye. Being used by necromancers to create a manifest zone that connects to the world of Mabar, which is where Yugoloth and Undead go, or come from, rather. So we're currently working on the Parasol of Irian, the Eternal Day. So this is the Parasol. It's made out of stained glass. So we're going to sally forth with our stained glass window here. Let's see where this is at. Parasol's there. Let's see, outer edge, and this is inner edge. Here's the base frame. Here's the outer stained glass. Here's the inner stained glass. Here's colors we had initially picked before we realized we didn't know shit about making patterns. So we're going to use that as our base, and we have a reference here, a stained glass window that we can utilize as well. Let me see if I can arrange this stuff so it sits in the right places. There's our reference stuff there. There, let's be like that. And let's take this block of color here. I'm going to drop that down here just to get it out of the way for the moment so we can operate. And let's see, let's start dragging in some colors. So this is our base that we're using right now. We're going to refeed this into the entirety of the piece here. This piece took me about 4 days longer than I expected it to. That's because I only do about an hour and a half or so of artwork in the morning. I do art in the evening as well now when we finish our page layouts. So I get to do art in the evening instead of page layouts. God bless it, because page layouts stress me out sometimes. We're probably going to change this handle to the symbol of Mabar, or the symbol of Irian, but I haven't gotten there yet. So we're just going to go with this for now. Let's do that. Yeah, I think I like this. So that's layer 1. We're gonna add on to the layer. What is this? That is blue. Blue leaning purple. That's a red leaning purple. Blue leaning purple. Heavy blue. Heavy purple. Super heavy blue. What is this? This is a very red purple. I think I want to start with I think I want to go from blue to red. Yeah, and I like that general patterning. So we're going to, let's try this. Let's grab this for red down here first. I might, since it's stained glass, I might have to actually break up this bottom border here into a bunch of little panes like this. That could be interesting. I might have to do that. I'm trying to think like stained glass. Straighten this stuff up. Right now we're just painting by numbers, comic book style. We're just filling in the color underneath the line art, and when we're done with that process, we're going to there, fix that. It's like, what is going wrong with this color? I don't see any color, so it's all grayscale to me. So unless I didn't pick up initially that the color had changed. I don't know how it changed, but it did. So once I noticed the difference in gray tone, I'm like, I gotta fix that. This tilted foreshortening was a real challenge to resolve, but it took a couple days for us to figure it out, but we figured it out. That was really fun. This looks pretty good. It's a good start. It's a real fine way to start. Let's grab this purple for the top. Let's see. Let's strip off some layers here so I can see what I'm doing. think I necessarily need that top bit anymore. Let's see what happens if I get rid of it. All right, we're good. I'm just going to fill in. We're just going to add in colors and see how it goes. So I don't necessarily know what's right or wrong here. I just filling space. This base color that we have here, this is the color that, oh shit, I just locked up my computer. I have to hit save real quick. Sometimes Photoshop locks up. Let's see if we're okay. Should be fine. Good. Okay, so the base color of Eberron is a pale gray. So that's why we have this base, this pale gray base color here, because that's the color that's associated with the moon of Eberron. I forget the name of the moon offhand, honestly. But it's the default color for the. There we go. It's the base color for the moon of Eberron. So that's why we're using it as our base color, and then we're just layering. So it will just like be the default filler color of all the glass that we have in here. That we don't pick out a specific color to use. So we're going to add in the different colors for the glass. We're going to drop the opacity on each layer so that they pass through. See, the light passes through each other, and as stained glass does. And then we'll add a textured ripple effect to simulate the. You can see like this warbling you've got in the glass here, like these different densities that create these stains, as it were, in the glass. Inconsistent depth of color in the stains. We want to simulate that effect. So when we go through the texturing process, we'll mess around with probably with the opacity and density of the color in each particular block a little bit. I think is how we can resolve that. Still figuring it out. We got that as our very blue purple. And then we've got our base color. We've got a red that goes over that. Like we can do something like drop it to like 25%. Actually, it'd probably have to be more like around 40%. Let's go with a 60. There, we can have a little bit of color overlap here and here. Those are our two base colors right now, and then this one is its own thing. A little different, not very. We'll have to mess around with it a little. We'll figure it out. All right, let's add some more. Let's add some more line work back in. Okay, cool. And then the background. Let's do Yeah, let's conceal the outer edge right now and just focus on the inner edge. Let's get this color back up to full. All right, let's add some more. Let's add some more line work. Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's see. Let's grab. Yeah, let's grab that color. I think my music stopped. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm just coughing up a lung. Thank you, timer. Oops. Take a sip of coffee here. I don't know. Maybe I make like a really sharp red down here. Oh, this needs color down here. Honestly. Like that. There we go. Good. All right. So far, so good. It's coming along. Let's add the overlayer. And that is here. I still haven't done. I still need to do the frame inside of these circles. We'll get to that. We'll get to it. Obviously missing right now. We need to add that in. That's fun. But that's a good point. Let's go ahead and take. I forgot the framework for the line art and the circles here, so let's drop all this shit away here. Make some space. Make way for Prince Ali. Make way. There. Okay. Pixels is 2. So I stream 5 days a week. Monday through Friday in the morning. I also stream at Tuesdays and Fridays and Mondays. Typically Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. But this week, this upcoming week, I will not stream. Wait, nope, yep, everything's good. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday and Thursday nights, Tuesday and Friday lunches. This Friday lunch, though, I'm going to do at 5 o'clock because my calendar is getting a little messed up, and I got some tasks that I have to perform that are going to get in the way of me streaming. But let me go ahead and see if I can get this foreshortening here for this. If I can get that right. Woof. That was the wrong choice. We got to make that a separate layer. Lines are a little thick. I need to thin them down a little bit. And we got to straighten out that curve. This line art is a little rough. Maybe it might be a little early. It might be a little early for me to be coloring all of this. Maybe I got a little bit too enthusiastic about that. Maybe I needed to slow down for a minute and made sure that the line art ended up being good. I don't know. Whatever. We can suss that all out. Let's see. So here's our middle, and then here, and then here, here, and here, and here. Looks like a do. That looks like a do. Let's That'll probably be fine for this. Yeah. And then here. End up something like this. Go. There, that's pretty good. And yep, back into the thick of the nonsense. Cool, looks great. Looks great. Back to color. Outer, furthest back, here. Add all of this back in. There we go. It's looking better with the color. It really is. Let's see. All right, I guess we just keep filling stuff in. So we've got this here. We've got where's that color coming from? Let's grab this. Let's see. That color. This one should probably be here. Inner stuff go away. Make the line art go away. I feel like that's a separate color. We should drop that in here like that. No, the color should be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it'd be up here. There's so much foreshortening that you can't really see it in there. Hold on. No, these are the wrong. This is wrong. I can't have color here. This is supposed. This is here. This is here. This is there. Where is this? There we go. That color goes up in here. Like that. This one's like that. And this one's here. Boy, that foreshortening is crazy. And then that goes there. Okay, cool. We got that figured out. And what's next? Let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4. We have those 4 base and that. So this is no longer relevant. Here. We have all those colors already. Now we can come into here and let's look for something sharp. What have you got for me? I have to poke around all these colors here so I can look at the RGB up in the corner. Since I don't see any color, I have to use RGB as my visual. There's a lot of blue in this piece, so down here is a green. Yeah, there's some green going on in here. Maybe we want to use green as our base frame, or as a in between. That might be fun. Base, and that goes to there. So it looks like we're heading our way down and out away from, I think I want to do, let's see what we can do like this. We'll do that. Let's add in a color here. There's something to be said about keeping it simple, you know? That goes there. This color goes there. This color goes there. That's pretty good. I think I like these little triangle things being clear. I have to mix in clear panel like this base pale gray with actual colors that we're laying in to make sure that we're not overcomplicating things. I think definitely though what I need to do is at the very top, let's go with black, because I was talking about filling in some of the base frame with thicker frame as a as like reinforcement to make sure that the structure stays intact. I feel like I want to do that here. And here. And here. And here. I feel like my music stopped again. It was, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with that. Every time Epidemic doesn't just automatically start playing music again, it's asking me to quit using its services. I'm like, I don't want to quit your services. I kind of like your music. That feels pretty good. I like that. Let's see. It's also something I wanted to do. So let me go ahead and conceal that. Thank you, Timely Timer. So what happens if we do like this? Doesn't seem like a horrible idea to do that. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah, it actually feels pretty good. I kind of like that thickness. Drop that away. Add it back in. Yeah, I think that feels pretty good. I like that. Okay, so we need to do something for. I want red. I think I really want a sharp red in here. Background color, top mount, dots, dots, dot. feels weird. Oh, there we go. Okay, that took a minute. Right, good. So let's, do we want to? This in here. Yeah, no, this is the proper way. This is the way. Except no, this needs to be bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. That. And then it's the background radiation. Frame. There. Good. Back on point. Good. Okay, so far so good. I think I still need to have need to get little light bursts inside of there. So what is this? Have we used this color already? Kind of ish. Wait, up here. Yeah, we use that there. What about this? That's very, very blue. It's not. That doesn't feel wrong. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add this in here. This blue. Let's add that in like that. Okay, so far so good. And then we'll find something in between this blob here and this blob here. Yeah. They're very similar. Cool. They're the same color, just basically different value. So that's gonna work out. So we can have a transition middle color here. Well, Faddle sticks. Hold on. Good. Back at it. Let's finish. Don't get distracted, Gurney. Keep on point. There we go. There. And I think I want to leave this and this open. I want to leave these little triangles with the base pale color, just for variety. I do want to take this back to the top. That all seems to be doing okay. There and there and there and there and separate. There. There's an elegance to that. Circle, circle, frame. Too far. I'm trying to organize these things. Here and here. Here's its own thing. Here's a thing. Here's a thing. So it looks like these go together. That and that. And we got that. And we got that. And then the bake and then the background. So that and that. And that. 1. 1, 2, 3. So here, this is where I need it. And I want to color somewhere between this and this. So we're going to push this up and this up and this up. Let's try that. Not horrible. And yeah, I need to do something with these gradient, these in here. So let's just find something, I guess. Trash. We are almost done with this portion. Yeah, it feels pretty good. Yeah, I think we're doing okay here. There's that, and that, and that, and that. That's there. That's there. So I think this goes... right here. Yeah, no, that goes there. That goes there. Yeah, that goes there. That goes there, like that. So this goes here and here. And yeah, here and here. So this goes here. Right, there we go. Yep, this is all sitting pretty. Like that. Foreshortening on this part isn't so good, but I'm going to let it go. I don't need to make this perfect. It's already overly perfected. Oh, wait. starts here, it goes here, then here. No, that's not right. That one goes here, and then here, and then here. Right, and then here. Thank you. That is correctness. Let's find something different. That'll probably work. That actually works pretty well. Do I have anything else like that? Okay, yeah, way up here. It's basically the same as this, just a little bit sharper. That feels good. I like that. Actually, that's really perfect. We can use that. Oops, I need to do this as a separate layer. Yeah, we're gonna fill these in. I think like that. Oh, I hear you. Let's keep it going. How are we looking on time? 7:30. Okay, this is our last 20-minute kick. So we'll finish the colors here. We'll start blending stuff together and mashing our mesh. Oops. If I was smart, I would have done an odd number, not an even number, so I could have a center top point. But I think I'm okay with this. Too much symmetry is not necessarily. This isn't Donvi or something, you know? Yeah, like that. That feels good. And now let's let's just grab this color again. That one was working for us. Not so much. Let's leave it. Maybe we'll just leave it pale. Okay, that's our base. So I'm going to take the entire color layer here. I'm going to duplicate the group. I'm going to merge one of them. Color. Oops. Cool. Okay, that's good. Let's make sure we pull our references away. Color. Where do my references go? Here they are. Right, exactly. Okay, cool. So let's see. That looks pretty cool. What if we take you down to 50% here? Duplicate that layer there. That's right, that's the frame. Pull that away. Drop the color in here. There. Take our frame, and we're going to bring that up here to the line. That. Okay, cool. So let's see. So far, so good. So what? Let's But was that a mistake? So I need to do the handle, the shaft and the handle still. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this frame. Let's leave that be. It's very dominating. I don't necessarily like that. Maybe we do need to knock that down a bit. No, that's not the right way to do this. That's probably just the right way to do it. Bring that in here. Man, that's not crazy. Music stopped again. Let's get that going. Thank you. I'm thinking. What I'm thinking of is patching, like doing little like patches, like. Like how does the density on this really look? Doesn't seem to be any real rhyme or reason to it, so I'm thinking I can do something like this, and then I can do this smudge work like that. So I'm using a masking layer that makes that when I draw, it makes something invisible. And then I can smudge that invisibility around to create these little light gaps inside here like that. So I can blurble this around and make this, yeah, stained effect. Hopefully that's going to end up looking right. So the denser color areas are where the glass is thicker, while the fainter parts are where it gets thinner, like the color that gets infused into, gets stained into the glass, the smudging. Like that. And I can just erase the invisibility to make that go away, to adjust the smudge, to adjust the opacity as needed, like that. Kind of thinking I want to have an interior separate from the exterior. Almost there. Select inverse, cut. There. Now the exterior is a separate color and the interior is its own thing, so I can continue smudging around inside of here and not affect the external. So along lines like that. I think that texture feels like I'm succeeding. Don't mind me for feeling a little taken aback, but I think this is actually working out. Oh, son of a bitch. It fucking crashed again. I do not know what the fuck is going on with Photoshop, but I am unhappy. I do not know when I saved last time. I don't know what we're going to recover. This is pissing me off. I feel like they're crashing the program on purpose to make me update it. Or to fade, or maybe phase it out. I'm not sure. Fuck you. I didn't lose much. But goddamn, that sucked. What am I looking at? 3, app 3. Yes. God damn it. That sucks. Well, at least we didn't lose much time. That's twice now that Photoshop has crashed. No, come on. This will hopefully put me back in proper frame. Pardon the pun. Wow, I've got that time delay is crazy. There's like I feel like there's like a minute time delay going on right now. That's psychotic. Pull that forward a little bit here. That is my timer. It's 7:48, so I've got roughly 10 minutes before I need to bounce. I'm going to be back at 5 o'clock Seattle time. It's almost 8 o'clock here in Seattle now, so 9 hours from now, I'll be back on, probably for maybe an hour to work on spell point sorcerer stuff. Jesus, I lost. Hit save, Kearney. Just hit save more often. That's what you need to do. Don't trust the shop. And then I probably just have to do a system update or something. But how obnoxious. Alright, that's coming through okay like that. There. There we go. Okay. I do like how this is looking. I like it a lot. Just figure, I'm just going to finish these little blurble effects. Get these circles taken care of. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll just wrap this up on my own, off screen. Just so we can switch up the energy and move into something else. I know on so the next time we're going to be working on these illustrations is going to be Monday. So I'm going to probably have the stained glass thing finished over the weekend, and that way we can graduate to working on the Delore the Lantern of Delore and the Sextant Epernia. I like how this is looking. I really do. So we're going to bounce out of here like in 2 minutes. I'm just trying to speed run this stuff in here real fast. Here, super close. Nice. I like that. I like that a lot. So we're gonna let that sit there. I still have the external bit to stain, but overall, I really like how that looks. It's cool. I still have the framework and the handle. I'm probably gonna finish this over the weekend, and so we'll start next time on Delure, the Lantern, or Fernia, whichever one grabs my attention. We'll probably work on both of them. But that's where we're at for now, folks. So I actually want to grab this and just bring it down a tick. There. So far, so good. All right, that's it, guys. I'm going to bounce out of here for now. I'm going to be back in 9 hours at 5 o'clock to work on Spellpoint Sorcerers for probably about an hour. And then I'll be out for the weekend, and I'll be back on Monday morning to continue here. So thanks a lot for checking it out. Later, guys.